Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, back.
In bushfire, fighting a bushfire. It's one of those moments in life, man. But yeah, we're gonna do this, huh? Holy smokes.
Last week on The Explore Life, our Africa trip has been jam-packed, full of adventure from the word go.
Sand, lions, fire.
We've been on the road now for 4 days, working our way through central Botswana, checking out a ton of wildlife, and getting into a bit more trouble than we'd initially expected.
This is not good.
Last night, Nav and I had the fright of our life. We had a close call with a leopard hunting us in our own campsite.
Big male leopard.
And we were lucky to only come out of it with one hell of a story. But we couldn't have prepared ourselves for what was about to unfold today.
Well, make sure this doesn't pick up again either.
We wanted an adventure, and we certainly got one. And it started from 5 in the morning.
Okay, we've just woken up this morning to a big male roaring. It woke the whole campsite up. And we come out here and there are lions. A pride is coming across the pan. Are you joking? Mate, how many? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? 6 females? 6 females. I see that. Did you see the big dog? Yeah, I did. So there is 7 lions hunting us right now. They're coming to our camp. They're probably 100 metres off right now. They're definitely, every single one of them is watching us. And there's one that's come up close and she's just like lying down flat in the grass. Literally like she's stalking us. Just look at them, every single one of them's like staring at us. Whew! Yeah, so lions coming closer. The one that we heard first, obviously the sentry, the leader, it's just behind the bush. So we're all in the car. Good morning. We're in our car now because there's lions. They're getting real close. They're only literally like, 30, 40 metres just right there. Other side of the road there, so.
Dean said up the tent.
You didn't zip up the tent?
No, and the back of the canopy's open.
That's alright, they can get in the back of the canopy if they want to.
Not really.
Just
Not really.
Tent.
We'll
Just pull up camp in my tent, in our the tent stand.
We'll zip it and then we'll have our own zoo.
Plan is, well, either way, whatever happens, someone has to be watching the lions all the time because that young male that's like super close hasn't taken his eyes off us yet. So when we pack up, someone's going to have to just keep watch. And hopefully there's not one sneaking around behind us, which is the worst feeling, to be honest. Because you wouldn't see that thing unless it was basically come stepped out of these bushes in front of us here.
Righto, morning. What a morning. Waking up.
Oh my gosh.
The whole campsite got a shock through them when the bloody male lion roared. And everyone stood up at attention.
That was our alarm clock.
That was our alarm clock. So, rather than just being hunted, we've decided to just go for a little putt straight past them and let them come through camp, eh, Dino?
Yeah, mate. You can see they're waiting and watching us. They have been for the last half an hour. So we'll just go give them some space and that should get them to move through so we can actually get a cup of coffee.
Yes, without shitting our pants.
Again.
How did that sound wake you guys up, Nav and Tylen?
Yeah, that was.
My alarm had just gone off just before that.
Nav's alarm just went off. I was like just on my phone, and then I hear. I was like, get freaked.
I didn't
This
recognise it to start off with.
Crazy, and then I weighed myself a little bit.
Still don't know where the big dog is. That's what we can't find, is the big male that roared. He's hidden somewhere. and left the pride chilling in the pan.
This is so exciting. Morning wake up call. Oh my goodness. Still half asleep, man. Beautiful. This is why we are in the central Kalahari. This exact reason. Beautiful.
So far, the morning strategy hasn't quite worked. They're just chilling out. Now they're laying down.
One's on its back.
One wants a belly rub. And so we're gonna drive further away. We're just gonna sneak down to the little watering hole that's up here, just in hopes that maybe they were hoping to pass through where we are, so we can go and make a bloody coffee. Righto, so we made it back to our little camp. Nabsy here, he's on line watch, and I just cooked up a full feed of bacon and eggs for the gang. We've just got our morning coffees now, and the pack up is on. I didn't film cooking because I spent most of my time looking at the bloody lions, and we do have a big punch today to get out of here, which is going to be interesting. But I tell you what, brekkie hits different when you stand there looking at 7 lions staring back at you when you're cooking a bit of pig. So that was a bloody experience and a half. Time to get packed up, finish this coffee, and get on the road. Wow, what a day. I'm just gonna put the camera down, have this coffee, enjoy this moment, take it in, and we'll hit the road shortly. Well, that was definitely one of our fastest pack-ups of the trip. I can't imagine why. But we're back on the road, making our way northeast out of the Kalahari. We can see evidence of yesterday's storm on the track, but before we get too carried away, we're stopping to do some quick checkups on the vehicles and see how they're handling the rough conditions so far.
Righto, we are cleaning out air filters because it is extremely dusty. So, get a bit of that dust out. It's not too bad with the snorkels. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Laughing. I think with the snorkel it just keeps it above the, where if you didn't have that it might have been pretty bad. Ours is not too bad. Pretty good, yeah.
Good, mate.
Too bad, yeah.
Happy days.
Happy days. Probably that snorkel helps it out, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, so the vehicles were kitted out with new suspension on the 2 vehicles just before we came on the trip. A lot of ruts yesterday, so time to do routine maintenance. We want to check, there you go, wheel nuts, studs, basically all around all vehicles, as well as have an eyeball on the suspension componentry, make sure nothing has come loose. Get into it.
Well, we just found our first car.
First car in 2 days.
Literally in 2 days since we left camp the other morning. We have seen no one. So how crazy is that? Just
good,
out in the wild, and no one's there to help you.
It makes it feel remote, otherwise, like, not that it wouldn't make it too much worse if there were other cars out here, but it does like add to the whole serenity of the situation. So it's not like just some tourist destination. It feels like you're driving out for hundreds of k's into the middle of nowhere.
Which is literally the case. So we did like 220
Yeah, it's like we're on
roughly.
now.
So we're making our way back doing about the same. Pretty crazy. This is Nab's concentration stick. He must have it in his mouth at all times if he wants to drive really, really fast and stay on the road with 4 tires at a time.
All right, legends, Matt here. Just wanted to say a huge thank you to all the support from the African series so far. Every like, every comment, it really does mean the world. And an even bigger thank you to everyone who jumped on the Explore Life online store, grabbed himself a Black Friday sale. Now, I want to know, a little bit of fun, what Explore Life product or clothing item do you want underneath your Christmas tree this year? You never know, Santa Matt might just pick a couple of comments and post you guys out a little Chrissy present.
right now, if you shop on the Explore Life, you're going to go in the draw to win the Dream Shed. That's right, one of our followers will win the Dream Shed. Imagine waking up Chrissy Day to this underneath your tree. Back to the episode.
A massive big twister out in the distance. We've seen quite a few, but nothing that size. Pretty cool.
A few hours of corrugation later, and we've heard a noise that I'm just not happy about coming from the N80. Let's check it out.
I've got the noise I don't like. I don't stop. Stop. Fire out those shocks and get super hot,
That was pretty good. Pretty rough. A lot of corrugation. A lot of whoopsies. We've got a fair bit of weight in the car, so be careful that thing bottom out if you go too fast.
Got a little noise in the front end. Didn't find anything. It just sort of sounds like torsion bar. What I found out is the shockies are hot as but the CV's fine, the shock's fine. There doesn't seem to be any loose bushes, but geez, yeah, bro, I told you there, like, burnt my hand. I grabbed the whole thing.
That shock absorber is cooking.
Yeah, it could just be that, eh?
Yeah, just bottoming out. Internals.
We've been driving reasonably hard, probably not too hard, nothing that's like damaging to the vehicles, but we've been giving it to them, putting the suspension right to the test. Long sections on corrugation. We've been driving for like about an hour and a half.
Another 2 hours and a half to the border post.
Who's she got?
Only an hour and a half though.
Yeah, it's still only an hour and a half.
Yeah, no, hour and a half to get here. That's only an hour and a half. 3 hours on a lot of corrugated roads.
It's not just corrugations, but it's corrugations and whoops together, same time.
Tough terrain on any suspension. None of this is a remote res setup or anything like that.
And it's almost 40 degrees outside.
And it's hot as
Yeah.
So this is where having remote res stuff, it's overkill for 90, like most of this vehicle's life, it's overkill. It does come in handy for hard corrugation work, eh?
Yeah, man. On days like today, you might consider it.
Keeps the shocks a little bit cooler.
Plan now is we're going to be heading off towards Maun. So we headed out to the gate. We'll be turning on the north, the cutting line, which tracks straight north. Pretty cool to see on a map. Straight north out of Central Kalahari. And we'll be stopping at Maun tonight, restocking up on supplies tomorrow before we go to Maremi Game Reserve. Keep on going.
Well, we made it back to the gate, ladies and gentlemen. Time for our next little mission up to Maun. Well, we got another 250 odd Ks, Dino?
Not that bad. 160 to Maun.
Oh, 160, that's all right. Happy days. I was expecting a little bit worse. That's good. What'd you think of that park, boys?
Loved it. Nah, it's pretty sick. Big array of animals from the first camp and that sort of thing. And this morning was just quite breathtaking to actually wake up to lions. It's pretty surreal that's just happened this morning. So climbed off the bucket list. It wasn't on the bucket list, but it now was, and it's ticked.
I'm glad it's off the bucket list.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Absolute ripper spot, and we've only got more to come. We're just warming up, so I reckon we find a shady tree for lunch and then Maun.
That's it, mate. It sounds good. Let's do it.
Good news is we've stopped for lunch. Bad news is after lunch we need to get through another fire. It is burnt through both sides here. Hopefully there was wind going in one direction or the other, and it'll be on either side and we should be able to go straight through. That's the P-Land after a ham sandwich. We stopped on the road. Tyler found the hot sauce. Is that hot?
Tyler dies in Botswana.
What the
There was a bit on my hand. I don't know how it got in my hand. It's on here.
Give it a go, matey.
That. Matty, give it a go. Give it a go.
Yeah, because it looks so good.
It tastes so good, man.
No, I'm alright. Thanks.
I put heaps of it on.
I know you did. You put 16 litres on.
Got on his hand.
Holy it sucked.
Delicious.
So as I was saying, we got the tailgate out and we're making lunch right in the middle of the road because Botswana's not very busy. And now for the rest of the trip, I'm putting hot sauce on all the Thailand's food.
Holy shit.
That big fire that was running through the Central Kalahari has jumped the fence into the neighbouring farms, and just after lunch we've just had a desperate plea from one of the local farmers who's asked us to try and help him put out his fire before he loses his whole farm.
It's a big fire.
It's a big fire, so...
But we're not gonna not help the bloke because he's very stressed, obviously as you would as you're about to lose your farm, so let's go, straight up in there now. His help just left, they went past on the fire cart. We actually gave him a couple of cans of Coke because they said they've been fighting this fire. They may have run out of water. This is the fire, it is widespread. So literally old school, break branches and try and put this fire out, which is probably near impossible. So what we might do is go to his property and backburn out to try and save whatever section of the farm we can save. It's jumped from out of the Kalahari National Park into his property. We'll put the girls in the cars somewhere safe. The boys are going to be busting ass for the rest of the afternoon by the looks of it. Over the years, we've stopped and lent a hand to plenty of people, and I can tell you, it comes back tenfold. If you ever see someone on the side of the road or they're broken down, something as simple as lending a hand, lending your tools, you never know just how much you could change someone's experience. So do the right thing, guys. Always lend a hand out on the tracks, and I tell you, it will come back tenfold.
The fires jumped from the national park into the neighboring farms. Now you got to understand, these guys are... They got small farms that it's their complete livelihood. Like any farmer, farming is your livelihood. And on their scale, it's absolutely desperate out here. So this guy's just pleaded to us to try and help him put out the fire. So we're gonna give it a whirl and see. A lot of us grew up on farms or have been on multiple farm properties. So we suggested we're gonna do a backburn. And if we can backburn into it, we might actually stop the extent of the fire. So we're gonna try that. So let's go hit the road.
Jesus, that's chugging. We're going to assess the situation. We're going to get an assess it. We can backburn without putting the cars or people in danger, and we'll help out when we can. I didn't even think about that. There are prickles on every single bush. And they're not small, they're big, or they're like those ones that go in opposite directions. One's going that way, like wait a while. If you're from Queensland, you know what we mean. Yeah, that's... I did not even think about that. I'm gonna have to wait.
As we approach the farm, the view from the sky tells the whole story. Hundreds of acres reduced to ash as the fire is ripped through. We come up with a plan to backburn some sections to reduce the damage and drive down the front line, leaving the girls and the vehicles in a safe spot while we gear up and head into the madness.
I reckon we find one of these cattle pads, in front of the fire and try and burn back. Even if we can do small patches at a time. Everything has prickles here. So what we'll have to do is wait for the wind to die down, then when you want to hit it, but we'll try and backburn along, find a cattle pad, find where they are, and burn back. But we'll be careful that as we light it doesn't just burn past us, you know, and continue on.
Right, so we need a good...
We're going to backburn, going to get grass.
Yeah, one of those
we light it as we go and we put it out.
Yeah, not going to stop that. No. But we can come back here.
Let's get Sam with us. Let's get another two-way because we're definitely going to be splitting up.
Well, here we go. Dean, cameraman Sam, and I are fighting the front line of the paddock, while Nav and Tylan are sweeping around the other side, trying to stop the spread to the farmer's last unburnt paddock. With no water to help us put this thing out, and the wind being unpredictable.
Yeah, wind just turned, Dino.
We're using snapped off branches and having to choose our moments to race in, snuff out sections before retreating and letting other parts go.
Hey, back.
It's a slow process, but after what feels like hours, we're slowly getting ahead of it.
Boys, keep burning that side, all right? Keep putting that out. Nav and I got into like the big part here, and over here it's short and dead and that sort of shit. This is where we can really maintain it down here. So keep hitting those sides and just letting that big just keep coming, all right? Oh! You just gotta let it burn for a good meter and a bit. Holy. The wind's just sporadic, that's why.
go, Ditto. Make sure this doesn't pick up.
It's sort of one of those ones where you're fighting against each other. I like, we'll be getting that one edge and this other end will just keep going. I feel like our best bet down this end is just to try and find a break so we can actually be effective. All right, boys, get the in them cars, come straight down to where this other bit's burning, and this is the fire we're gonna put out, all right? All right, Nav, we're putting this out here. All right, just hit the bottom. This is where I sent the boys to. They're gonna cut across down where Nav and I come. We got this road lit, and if it jumps, that's where we need to be patrolling. We got this road as fire break, but if it jumps it, we're up creek. But we're going all right so far. Fingers crossed. Just get ready to fight it. This is a moment in life, isn't it? In Botswana, fighting a bushfire. The reserve's just there, and we know that lines are over here too. There's a fence, so it's one of those moments in life, man. But yeah, we're gonna do this, huh? Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing then.
All right, so how's it going, Bakes?
Yeah, but we've managed to put out from where the fire started up that top fence line, contained it all the way down to this corner.
Yep.
Round it all the way back up to where Tyler and the boys were, and they've cut it off to the other burnt paddock, eh?
Yeah, so we managed to do like a pizza wedge in this section, popping the drone up. So we've just punched back up to the cars. The others are back on the road, and there we've pretty much stopped the fire and abate. Now, in Africa, as many of you guys will know, is a tree called a waterbit tree, boom, and that is the remnants of a waterbit tree. It kind of holds onto you and says, just wait a bit, mate. Anyway, we've still got a bit to go yet, wait for the others.
With our section fully contained and the boys backburning, stopping the spread to the last paddock. The farmers have noticed another front starting on our paddock, pushing in from behind us, and our focus now shifts to putting that section out. We've still got a chance to save the better part of this other paddock, so the team rallied together and put one last big effort in.
Dino, get over here if you can! Yeah, let's go. Come on, Baker. Bakes, just watch that bit behind you. Just let it come to there. Just keep an eye on that bit. Oh. Into it. Get into it. Hit the back into itself. Into it, just into the
Break.
Ah.
And yeah, I need some water. Can you pull those spriggles out? I got no nails. This one here, there's a couple there. Yep.
Oh, there's another one.
Good. I get them. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I get a drink too.
Your waters are full on in your cup.
I don't know. I was sort of coming here, seeing the smoke puff. I was like, yeah, we got no chance of helping this fella. Fire brigade just went the other way. What are we gonna do? But turns out, put your heads together and we're right. Happy days. Wet toilet paper.
He said he appreciates the help and said they've been fighting fire all day yesterday, all last night and all day today, and haven't been able to stop it. So it's stopped now, which is pretty good.
Yeah. We didn't save everything, but we've saved more than what they were going to be
He said
saving.
we've saved enough to get him through to December, which should be when the rain comes. So we've saved basically all of his animals enough to keep him going.
And hopefully with a bit of luck, this should shoot anyway. If he's burnt 4 paddocks, it'll shoot.
Yeah.
There'll be something.
Grass, yeah.
Something like until December. December's not
One
far
little
away.
rain comes and it'll go green, little shoots, that's it.
Thank goodness we stopped it because I was done. I was running out of steam. I was wondering why you're looking at the fire like I'm going to jump in it. I was like, if I just lay down in this orange stuff. Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. Feels like being on the farm again. We are on the farm.
We are on the farm.
Feels like being young again.
This is... I now feel very not young.
Like Bakes, and that's all agree. Guys, we had a trip planned today. Things happened. Hey, out of desperation, they came asking.
Rule 1 was, if it was your fire, your farm,
would you want to help?
geez, you'd want a hand.
Yeah, exactly right. So,
right.
You all got farms.
thanks, ladies, as well, for putting up with our nonsense.
Righto, time for a couple of fix-ups. We all got a couple of good scrubs and blood.
And a thorn in the toe.
We got the old Max Track kit to the rescue.
I love how that came out
Through
of
the
our vanity
shoes.
bag.
That's what happens when you wear your girlfriend's joggers, eh?
Yeah.
Have you ever played with the dwarf's toes? Nor have I.
Hey, were you in Lord of the Rings?
Were you that fat guy that stopped running halfway through the fire?
Well, we managed to save a paddock, which was good. Just like being home again. Like being back in the Kimberleys, saving paddocks and burning down. It's almost a similar sort of grass too, other than those damn thorn prickles. They're a pain. They're hard to get through.
God bless you.
Thank you.
With best wives and good husbands.
only wives here.
I think we have two, so his wives.
See you.
May God bless you with good wife and best wife.
Yeah.
Best husband, best wife.
Happy days. Thanks,
you.
mate.
See
You're
you.
welcome.
God bless.
You're welcome. Cheers. What an absolute legend. He was super grateful for the help, and it's always nice to hear it as well. So I'm bugging. But shout out to all boys. Everyone absolutely gave it their most. Everyone was copping smoke, copping walls of fire, and just kept pushing as much as they could. And somehow, and with a bit of luck from the winds, I tell you what, a bit of luck from the wind, that we had a window where we managed to get on top of it. So I'm glad he's stoked, and I'm glad we could help. Time for us to drive another 5 hours to our next camp. It's gonna be a long afternoon. You. With the paddock saved and some new friends made, we get back on the road to Maun. And we must have some good karma up our sleeves, because not long after we've gotten moving, Dino has spotted something ahead that takes everyone's breath our way.
Elephants! The whole team is up on the top of the cars already. So, the elephant literally stepped over this fence. Stepped right over this fence from the game park, over the back fence, over this fence. That's crazy. Just crossed the road. Team's first elephant. So good.
Our first African elephant of the trip. What an absolute sight to see. With our spirits lifted, but the crew absolutely exhausted from a massive day, we made quick work of this track, and boy, was I glad we fitted these vehicles with delightful spotties before this trip. Driving on the road was even more dangerous than driving off-road. Crazy. Cars just stopped in the middle of the road. Cars coming towards us with no headlights. There are no street lights in this part of the world, and with many of the oncoming vehicles not having working headlights. But eventually, we made it to Maun for a much-needed drink and some shut-eye. You'd think at this point we might slow down on a bit of the trip, but you'd be wrong.
And then I have 5
What
euros.
was that?
Oh, my son.
What have I done?
Cold, hard, cold earned.
first, something like that.
After a hard day fighting fires, cheers lads. Get yourself a vase. Cheers. Cheers everybody. Rip a day.
One more here. I have 3 more.
One is local.
Surviving.
Louis.
Thank you.
Here we too good to be
We deserve this.
we deserve this. I'm gonna go jump in the pool.
Look at the pool in the background.
Life's pretty good right now.
Happy days.
You beauty. Cold beer and a feed coming in hot.
Next week on the Explore Life, you can expect some of this.
It's just got exciting.